Greetings everyone and welcome to another Jetpack Joust Let's Play. Today we're playing Banished. It's an indie game that came out on Steam a couple days ago, and I've been looking for a chance to play it. I played through the tutorials a few nights ago. It was pretty fun, so I figured I'd go full-fledged into it with an audience, because why not embarrass myself, right? So first we have to name our town. It's a simulation game where basically you play as these exiled people from some country, and you have to help them establish their own place to live again. What can we name our town? What can we name our town? Fartville. No. Poop face. Everybody likes scatological humor, right? Call it Obama-Rama. Could go political. Let's see what they have to offer us. Yorktownville. Hermopolis. You know what? I'm gonna name this after a town in my D&D campaign. I'm gonna call it Everyellow. And map seed. Just do some randomizing here. We'll stay in the valleys. We'll keep it a relatively small. Well, let's go medium. We'll make the climate mild, just because this is our first time going out. We'll keep it at medium though. Okay, so let's do it. So yeah, so basically this is like a town building simulation, and you have to do your best to keep people alive, whilst you know, trying to maintain order and defend off against... There's no real, like, enemies, but the weather and famine and horrible hunger are your enemies in this game. So you can start off by checking to see, I think... Let's pause it real quick. I think we start off with a certain amount of resources in the main game. So we've got 120 wood, 200 stored things of firewood, which is good, a bunch of food. Where are we? Let's look at the map as a whole. Oh crap, we're not really near any water, which isn't great for us. But that's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do first is, since we've got some wood, go ahead and start the clocker back up again. We're going to start building some houses. And we're going to do it right around the barn, because that seems to make the most sense to me. It would start raining right as I do this. I think we'll do it like here. If they have access, we'll just kind of stagger them a little bit. I think we're going to need 5 houses. Let's check to make sure. This game was made by, I think, one guy. It might have been a small team, but it was primarily made by one individual developer. And I mean, you can see from the quality of the graphics and everything, like, one of the amazing things about living in the time that we do as gamers is that we really have the ability to make games like this, that even a few years ago you would have needed a huge team to make a game like this, and now you can really do it, you know, with, you know, a pretty small budget and with a couple, you know, with a couple educated people who know what they're doing. And it just fascinates me that a game like this can get made on such a small budget. So they're starting to build the houses. I'm going to build a dirt road in the center of town here to help them access their houses. I think we've got enough for all of the families, but we'll see. And we'll keep this. We'll put this... This is our stockpile here. We might end up needing to make it a little bit bigger. But for now, let's assign... You can assign jobs to the citizens. So we're going to assign... we've got 10 laborers at the moment. We're going to make 4 of them builders. And they'll start working on these houses and getting them made. And then while they do that, we're going to have the rest of the crew start working on getting us some resources. So So I actually think south of the town is the best way to go. So we'll make this our resource pool area. Got some iron there, got some trees, lots of things that we can do there. So what we'll do is we'll speed up the time a little bit. This is going to be a little bit more of a casual play than some of you might be used to. This is definitely not, you know, I played Drunken Robot Pornography the other day. You know, I've done some faster paced games. I've been playing Rust a lot lately. This is a little bit more of a casual experience, and I needed to kind of like, I've been playing so much Rust that I'm always stressed about like losing all my stuff and things like that. It's not to say there isn't a certain amount of challenge to this game, because you do have to keep everybody alive in a pretty scarce, in an area with pretty scarce resources, but I don't know, I'm of the opinion that this is going to be a little bit easier and a little bit more slow going, so don't, you know, it might take a while to get to the good stuff, but I think it'll be worthwhile, and I really just wanted to show people what this game was like, because I'm not seeing a lot of people playing it, and I think it's really worth the time and effort. We're going to have them tear down these trees as well. So basically just kind of like highlight the areas that you want them to take care of. So harvest those trees, and then when they're done that, I want to have them build a little bit bigger of a stockpile. What are we looking at? Where is the stockpile? Cemetery, eh? There's a lot of stuff you can build in here that I haven't even touched yet. I've only played like a couple minutes of it. I played through the tutorials and a few things like that, but it's been a pretty scant amount of time played in this game, so definitely more to learn. And I'm excited to learn more. I can never remember where the one button that I need is. Storage. There we go. Stockpile. That's what I want. Okay. So we'll actually do another stockpile back behind these houses. In case we need more room. Okay. So, you can see they're pretty quick to clear out stuff. It's really satisfying seeing the trees all fall down. Seeing them mine. And every individual character is doing something. So, like, there's a lot of surprising detail in this game. You know, some of the animations are a little clunky, but it's pretty impressive for the most part. Let's see what our stockpiles are looking like now. So we've got 128 wood. A bunch. We don't have a whole lot of firewood, so we might want to, before we get too close to winter, we might want to think about building a woodcutter so he can give us some more firewood. So we've got some stone, a bit of iron, some tools. What we need is medicine, coal. Those are the big ones. Alcohol. Alright, so let's go ahead and build a woodcutter. I think that's going to be our next big project that we're going to need to worry about. So we'll build a woodcutter, spin his little house around, we'll put him on this side of the road, and then we'll stretch out our road further down this way. I don't think the road really costs much, so I like that. It's not a terribly cost prohibitive thing to be doing, to build a road in this game. We're starting off pretty slow here. We got some deer there. Probably going to need some sort of food stalker of some kind. And in the old map I played on, I was right on a river, but I'm kind of far from the river, so I think what I'm going to do is build this gatherer's hut. And we can actually put it kind of like right here. It's a good spot for it. We'll build that gatherer's hut, and then it'll gather berries and things like that for food in that area. I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and build a road out there too. This one relatively small. go. That'll be my dirt road. Things are starting to look a little bit more, look up a little bit here. Got a bunch of stuff in the stockpiles. Lots of workers. Boost up the speed a little bit here. It's fun to just kind of watch things happen in this game and see as things grow. See the foundations of buildings start to build. That kind of stuff. I guess there's still a couple people who need a house. Definitely don't want them to be homeless before winter comes, so throw another house down here. Put this one a little closer to the road, maybe. No, we'll leave it back like there. So I'm big on symmetry in games like this, right? You gotta be symmetrical. So I might even have to, god damn it, I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more and have this come down this way. It's gonna be a wide road. This will be the main street of the town, I guess. That'll be the way, and then everything else will kind of build off of that. Did I pause it? Oh, yeah, hit play. Alright, so hopefully they'll have a house soon, because god damn it, they need one. Am I running low on... So we'll slow down a little bit here, let them keep building. Get rid of that. And then we're going to look at the woodcutter. So the woodcutter is asking questions. No citizens are available, so we got to go ahead and assign a woodcutter. It's going to get rid of one of our laborers, but that's okay. We still got 5 left, and we don't have a whole lot. And then we'll also have one take over when we need some gatherers to go out and get some berries and stuff. He's a little far away from the rest of the town, but we can put another bunch of buildings here, and this will be sort of our clear area, and then focus elsewhere. So, doing pretty good on wood. Got quite a bit of stored food here. Not too shabby. So hopefully we can get these poor guys a house. They're probably not liking me too much right now. I am not their favored god in this god game. They're atheists because of me. Let's see here. Alright, let's speed up a little bit. So, we're kind of coming towards the end of the first part of this Let's Play. I'll probably do a few more, and then just to kind of show you how the game progresses and the different challenges that might come along. We haven't even gotten to winter yet, and I think that's like the first big challenge that you get to is your first winter, where you have to kind of have a tailor who builds you like warm clothing, and you want to make sure you stockpiled enough food and firewood for people to survive. I really do like the woodcutter is legitimately here. He's working. He's doing his job. You know, this is pretty... Everybody has a detailed role. We got to assign us a gatherer to go out and get us a little bit more food, because I'm a little bit worried about food. Because the reserve of food is low. It's warning me. So we're going to do that. And so, if you are interested in this game at all, like I said, I think it showed up on Steam the other day. You can definitely purchase it now. But I'm going to keep playing a little bit if you want to see a little bit more as to where this is going. I know this was probably a little bit of a slow build at this point. So I'm going to do a few more things in the interim. We'll do a part 2, maybe a part 3. And we hope you'll come back for those episodes. If you don't do that, make sure you check out jetpackjoust.com. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on over there. We're doing a lot more video content. We're doing some articles talking about board games and role-playing games and indie games like this. We're really happy with the site, and things have been going very well for us lately. You can also check us out on Twitter at Jetpack Joust, and we hope you'll check out Banished as well, because it's a really fun game. Check us out in the next episode if you're more interested about what's going to happen next.